Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Afterlives Maldraxxus has dropped. All hail Baroness Draka. So the latest Afterlives animated short has a lot to live up to. Afterlives Bastion was, to put it simply, fantastic. Blizzard rolled out the big guns with Uther the Lightbringer and of course Arthas the Lich King. In terms of lore, it's pretty hard to get much bigger than that, which means that our Lady Draka has a lot to live up to, and in my humble opinion, for the most part, they succeeded in some key areas. I think they missed the mark a little bit, but let's dive into it. In essence, it's the same as we had with Bastion. It lays the foundation for what we're going to face when we head into Maldraxxus. The 5 houses are in conflict, with lines of allegiance being drawn between them. Draka, upon death, has been recruited into the House of Eyes, the spy branch of the Shadowlands military, and she is not sure why she's been selected for this particular house. Now, I will say here, there is a little interesting talking point that I've seen going around, and that is one of the scenes Draka is looking through a spyglass, and she's looking at the Burning Legion. It's the same scene that was from an Illidan short. Did Blizzard reuse to save money? I will say my gut feeling is no. Blizzard tend to be a little bit tricky about stuff like this, and given that how much they know people are going to look at this, tear it apart and talk about it, yeah, I think it would be a bad move to just reuse it because it saved a little bit of money. Personally, I'm hoping we see a lot more of this, sort of get behind the scenes of what Maldraxxus and the Shadowlands have been manipulating as things have gone on in the story of Azeroth. But we shall see. I am getting, of course, distracted once again. So over time, they've trained her and she's become good. She has become very, very good, blending her newfound skills as a spy with her prowess as an orc warrior. When one house disappears, she is given orders to take a message to the House of the Chosen. Upon undertaking the mission, she is attacked, very reminiscent of how she died trying to protect little baby Thrall with Juratam. But this time, she does have a couple new skills, given her training, and kills her attacker with ease. She continues upon her mission, handing the letter to the House of the Chosen, and it appears that the House of the Spies, kind of as we'd expect, as they are, well, spies, they knew the end was near, and so send its most valuable asset to join the House of the Chosen rather than be destroyed. And that's it. All hail the Baroness. For me, it's a solid 7 out of 10, when you compare it to, let's say, Bastion's 9 out of 10. And as I said, it's hard to watch the Bastion, sure, and not be filled with nostalgia. So I shall do my best to try and remove those road-tinted glasses. But I am going to keep them on just for a little while longer, because they also apply to Draka. Draka is, in my humble opinion, a fantastic character. Her journey from feeble, weak young orc to proud orc warrior, her love story with Juratan, and their betrayal is dark and heartbreaking, and it's fantastic. It led to the rise of the Horde. It led to all of that. It's a brilliant story, and she is a underused but brilliant character. But none of that is presented here. We get her story, but none of the pain, none of the feeling, none of the journey or the growth like we saw with Uther. This short feels like a presentation of facts. Here's how Draka died. And here is the current state of Maldraxxus. This is what you're going to be going into. It's shown from the eyes of Draka. And it's a shame. Now maybe that's because we are going to see far more of Draka's story than we're going to see of Uther's, and they don't want to spoil it. I'm okay with that if that's the case. But sadly, unlike Bastion, this one doesn't make me want to learn more about what's happening, what's going on. And that's coming from someone that is 100% Necrolord. Since BlizzCon, I've been, that's my covenant, job done, goodbye, thank you very much. Now granted, it may be that I already want to play the Necros, so it's hard to get more interested, it's hard to get more invested, it's hard to want to play it more. Whereas Bastion, as I've said all along, is probably bottom of my list, so it could only go up from there. But as I said, we need to take the rose-tinted glasses off, we need to judge this as fairly as we possibly can. And when I do watch it again, when I watch it side by side with the Bastion one, I just don't find the heart with Draka that I do with Uther. Now, as I said before, there is no journey, there's no growth. You can feel his pain, whereas Draka is just, again, as I said before, stating facts. Now, if that's because she's an orc, and it's all about she's down to business, okay, well, I'm dead, fine. On to the next one. Okay, I'm House of Spies, fine, I'm excelling at that, I'm brilliant. On to the next one. then that's poorly expressed. And it leaves the animation, probably the best way I can say it, lacking soul. And that's such a missed opportunity with a character like Draka. Now I look forward to seeing what I hope is more of the Draka I know and love, of getting some depth, potentially seeing what she's been doing with the Legion, what's been going on, what events she has manipulated, has she been watching out over her son as time's gone on, have those little moments where Thrall's just, oh my god, he just managed to survive this, he got away with something that maybe he shouldn't have. Is that down to his mum watching out for him? Has Draka been manipulating events around Thrall? That would be cool. Those are the sort of things I want to see. Those are the sort of things that would have been interesting to see in this animated short. But I understand time is limited. You can't get all these things across. I'm hoping, as I say, we see that in Shadowlands. So we've got Night Fae next, I believe, followed by Revendreth. I'm looking for those. They should be good. And no matter what, I will follow the Baroness anywhere for the Necrolords. But that's enough for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe. Have a great day. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.